Welcome to Rewatch First Watch. I'm Keyblade Spirit. Today we're talking about Steven Universe with my co-host.
I I'm here. I thought I died.
You're not dead. How
Oh.
how is your Stevening?
I try not to look forward to these.
uh that's how I feel about my morning.
um let's universe the Steven.
Yes. Today we're talking about episodes 31 through 36. What did you think, Lumia?
Sure, I'll do the I'll do a one sentence review for for all of them, for all six. Um bad, 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 bad. Good.
Okay. Are are the first five bad in like unique ways to the from the first six, or do they have basically the same problems?
It's kind of the same issues I had last week when we were talking about this, where Steven is just an annoying douchebag. Well, maybe he's not a douchebag. He's just an annoying kid that just sucks all joy from the show for me. And because he's involved in every episode, I genuinely don't like him. I guess I could say the unique one was episode 5 of these episodes where you get this like very simplistic art and animation style that looks decent, but they are it's like animated on twos or something because the animation's really choppy and it's just like a shonen parody, but it's a really basic shonen parody tropes like get angry, the training montage. Like there's nothing funny about the parody of shonen stuff that you haven't seen from a goddamn YouTube video
Yeah, yeah,
making fun of Dragon Ball.
yeah. Like that. I did come away with a bad taste in my mouth from that episode. In
Yeah,
part,
that
in part because the only thing that it really accomplished is showing that Steven grew up on anime, and that's basically it. And then on top of that, I don't like how they portrayed the whole imagination sequence.
no, I don't either. I would have thought if it was like actually an alternate world, that would have been actually really cool.
Yeah.
I did like the drawing that Garnet had of Steven because I thought it was cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Um
I did like how Steven in his imagination kept going back to that photo and Steven being her entire motivation.
I mean,
I
honestly, it actually makes sense for their relationship, so it wasn't really that out of the question.
Yeah, just like the way Steven conceptualized it was funny to me.
Yeah. I thought one good thing from that episode was the twist was that the fox wasn't the villain and it was the guy,
Yeah.
because generally the fox is seen as sneaky, which is just like on the nose. So I rolled my eyes at the fox being sneaky. But him actually being the good guy at the end was actually a good twist overall.
Yeah.
Genuinely good praise on that. Too bad I just don't, none of the fights, all of them this episode are really, really tame and boring. Like, like if you're gonna parody shonen, do it like you know. It's the kind of thing you see from like literal. It's like YouTube content, like bad YouTube jokes. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's my big issue with episode 5. Um,
Yeah. One
the oh sorry.
yeah. Oh yeah. Uh it gets more subtle as the series goes on, but and like it's done better as the series goes on, I think.
No,
But no,
I've seen clips of them doing other things.
yeah, but like
Um,
Rebecca Sugar really likes anime.
Oh, I know. I know she
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
I've seen the famous clip that is just the Utena fight scene, but they just animated with Pearl.
yeah. They did that. They've got a ton of like
Like that's
like
good subtle
yeah
reference.
like one of the big things, like one of the big Steven Universe memes is like finding any reference to anything in the show and going, oh, Sugar and her anime references.
I see.
So it's yeah, like, and there's also like the really obvious one of the Akira bike slide in the movie with Connie on
Yeah,
the lion.
everyone does that. It's always great.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love the Akira bike slide? It's cool as shit.
yeah. Like I don't think that a piece of animation is complete without an Akira bike slide.
I mean, if you're doing a TV series, you might as well put a reference in, honestly, at some point.
Yeah,
It's just cool. It's just cool.
yeah, yeah.
Um, there was this one good episode. You showed me the clip of this earlier, but it was of Steven having to get his moms together to
Yeah,
meet
yeah.
Connie's parents, which was genuinely a heartwarming sequence of them fighting together to do this. And then Steven ruins it with all these cringy jokes. Uh just like breaking this heartwarming moment for me.
Yeah,
Which continues to be my big issue with this show and the reason I hate Steven Universe right now.
yeah. I understand that.
This is gonna be my issues for the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand.
I'm apologizing to the audience, not you. You knew what you were getting me into.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you don't get the apology. I'm giving it to everyone else because they deserve it. They don't deserve this. You do.
I know.
Yeah. So there was a lot of cute jokes there, like them fighting each other. I don't know why I have this strong issue that everything about Steven Universe works except for Steven. Let's just get to episode 6. Do you have anything to say about the other 5 episodes before I just jump into episode 6? Because that's the one I really want to talk about because I have things to say on that one
Yeah,
that are positive.
yeah. Yes, even though he is the worst human character, like by what the fandom says. I genuinely thought Ronaldo was hilarious in his introduction. Like, just the fact that he is this crazy conspiracy theorist in this world where there are all these crazy, weird magic things happening. And then he just goes on the worst or least logical train of thought with everything.
When I first was introduced to Ronaldo, I liked the gimmick that he was just a guy who went around town just recording weird gimmicks in town, because I thought that's a cool gimmick for a character, a guy who's obsessed with weird things. And then they just took it to the level of like, oh, he's just a conspiracy theorist, and his conspiracy theories are dumb. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So that was my thought on that episode.
Yeah. And the weird thing about him is that some of his conspiracy theories were like legit foreshadowing to future events in the series.
That is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
If I got far enough ahead in the show for that.
Yeah. And like some fans were like legitimately annoyed that Sneeple weren't real.
Because I would say you should have suspected that, people, but at the same time,
yeah, he predicted so many other things. Is the thing. Like, the theory is that the Sneeple were the creators of all gems. But
I don't want that to be true.
Oh yeah, I don't want it to be true either because it would be stupid. But it is confirmed that gems are technology.
Oh,
Like, they were created by some other sentient race.
gem lore is genuinely interesting in this series.
Yeah.
Every time it pops up, it's like, this is the cool shit. Why are we focusing on this annoying kid who I want to punt?
That's actually a lot of the fandom's feelings as well, but about different characters.
I mean, honestly, if I had to rank my least favorite characters, it would go Steven, Ronaldo. That's about it right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Steven's dad.
Yeah.
Not because he's annoying, just because he's a douchebag and literally heartless.
Oh yeah, like that one episode where you said that it showed like specifically that he is not a good person.
No, I'm still annoyed about that. Well, I'm not annoyed. I'm annoyed Steven forgave him. Because that's the wrong message to teach people from that. Because, I mean, the show feels like it's trying to teach morals to kids.
Yeah, I think...
Which is fine, but if you're doing that, you can't... That's not... I think it's morally wrong to teach kids morally wrong lessons if you're trying to teach people morally... Like, if Steven, like, is supposed to not improve, and the show's definitely focused around him improving as a person, that was the wrong message to take from that episode.
Yeah. Like, I do think that was genuinely a mistake that they made with their messaging.
Yes.
Because they do later, like, there is a later episode in Steven Universe Future that sort of brings back these elements of Greg as a toxic person.
Okay, as long as they
Yeah.
acknowledge the mistake, I am fine. But for the sake of my feelings on what I've seen, that is hurting my feelings towards the show on that massively.
Yeah,
like more so than all the episodes I don't find funny.
Yeah, no, like that episode feels like both like that episode and a lot of the stuff leading up to it feel as though it's it's like I'll just come out and say it. The episode is Steven is going on a road trip with Greg to Greg wants to help Steven find himself and give Steven a lot more freedom. Like, Greg already gives Steven a lot of freedom, and he doesn't realize that that's the problem.
Ah, I see.
And so Greg takes Steven to his old house while his parents are away. Because Greg, it turns out, is estranged from his parents. And Steven, they break into the house. Steven slowly figures out that the house is his dad's old house and that his dad's old name was DeMayo. And Steven finds out that from his perspective, based on the way Greg raised him, his grandparents raised Greg way better. They gave him a lot more structure and they gave him a lot more, like, less freedom, but seemingly, from Steven's perspective, less freedom in a way that made it more, more structure.
Okay.
And in that way, Steven sort of realizes that Greg is being toxic in the opposite way that his parents were toxic. And that's just as big a problem.
Okay.
And Steven kind of blows up at him.
I don't think that gets across the same message that should have been gone across in the whole episode of him being a manipulative, horrible person.
Yeah.
But it does get across at least some toxicity, but I was hoping it would get across the manipulative side. But Greg is not really important in these episodes, so...
Yeah. Like, I feel like it's just more an acknowledgement of Greg's toxicity in general, more so making amends with that specific point.
Okay. Well,
because it was based on the way that later episode goes, it's literally like them trying to go back and fix their mistake in a way that feels organic, not so much like redo the episode in some way, or more to acknowledge their mistake than outright fix it.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you have a show that's like over, like what? This show's like over 100 episodes, right?
Yes, but it's, and also the release schedule was big. Like really,
I'm aware. I've had, yeah. Either way, that's not really important to this week's episodes.
Yeah. What did you like about the latest episode?
You just want to go to that? Okay.
Yeah.
This episode, it focused on Steven's more negative aspects in a sense, which was good for once. His obsessive nature, his the gems kind of like lack of ability to pay attention to him, ironically, which was actually a really nice, emotional take that I didn't expect the show to actually take.
Yeah, one thing throughout this episode that I forgot about, like that I didn't pick up on the first time, was that that's how adults treat kids.
Yeah, they said they're on their side and they understand them when they weren't actually listening that entire time.
Yeah, and on top of that, like a kid will see something and they'll just dismiss it out of hand because it's a kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
And it genuinely affected Steven in a negative way, and none of them really did what they needed to do until at the end of the episode where Amethyst, I guess not even Amethyst. It was when they all realized that Steven disappeared, and that's when they actually got into action. So like the gems really didn't learn their lesson in that episode, which is pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, well, like specifically, what it was that Amethyst heard the warp go, which to me says that they were paying attention the whole time. They just they just like
weren't being serious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, also they hinted towards something had happened to all the gems beforehand with this green gem, because they all looked like they knew more than they were letting on, as well as it hinted towards what actually broke the teleport pad initially.
Yeah.
That being Amethyst.
Yeah.
Unless I got the gem wrong.
Garnet's the one that broke it this time.
Oh, it was Garnet? My bad. Then Garnet who broke it.
Yeah. Like I do like how it's sort of like in the first episode where we see the galaxy warp, at least in this run, it's sort of like we're not sure why they're checking on these warp pads. And it looks like they're checking on them to make sure that, or to see if they've somehow fixed themselves, or to see if they are working again somehow.
And it seemed like Garnet was making sure they weren't fixed.
Yeah.
And keeping that secret away, which is actually really nice. Really cool.
Yeah. And like, so clearly they all... So now we know for sure that they were checking on the galaxy warp specifically to make sure that they stayed broken this whole time.
Yeah, no, that was actually a really cool twist. Really interesting.
Yeah, and it also plays a lot more to Pearl missing going to space. Because now we know that she has to be controlling herself. Because... Well,
actually, I took away that she didn't know that there was something else out there. And was it Garnet or Amethyst? I'm sorry.
Garnet's the big tall one.
Okay, yeah. And I thought Garnet was just keeping that detail away from all the others. That's what I took away. I could easily be mistaken on that.
Okay, I might just be how do I put biased from my further knowledge of the series.
No,
But
you probably are.
yeah, but but the interpretation that I got was that like they all knew, or at least both Garnet and Pearl knew, because Pearl is the one that's keeping the most secrets among all of them.
I thought that was Garnet, considering she holds like literally all the artifacts in her room, as we saw like in previous episodes. Like last week episode, they had like the rose quartz things that were like in the orb thing. Like Garnet's obviously the leader of them, so I assumed Garnet had the most secrets.
Yes and no. The main thing is that, like, except for Amethyst, all of the crystal gems are homeworld gems. They originally came from the gem homeworld and were brought to Earth as part of the war. Like, specifically as part of Pink Diamond's invasion of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Garnet first became Garnet on Earth, because that's when Ruby met Sapphire and first fused with her.
Gotcha.
And then Pearl and Rose Quartz met later, and Pearl sort of rebelled with Rose Quartz. There's other spoilers about that, but I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Because there's a big galaxy-brained twist that I was going to get to, or that I wanted you to see in the original number of episodes that I wanted to show you. But then
you can always bring up Steven Universe for a second time. If you want me to suffer more. I mean, you know. I got my gun loaded. It's waiting.
Yeah, we'll find you. You'll have to find something that you know I will hate.
Something you hate and I love? Oh, I don't know. You seem to like everything I've shown you so far. At least decently. Because you know I got superior taste. Ooh. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. Maybe I get you to watch like a maybe I get you to like marathon a ton of movies I want you to watch. Yeah. Oh, I know I'm gonna get you to watch. That's my evil laugh.
That's more cute than evil.
It was evil.
It's more like a cute girl trying to sound evil.
I was trying to be evil for you. Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
We're gonna watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you really think I'll hate those?
No, I think you'll be scared, and that'll be good enough for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, okay, I mean, we'll have to watch the gay one because it's really funny.
Isn't that
Nightmare on Elm Street 2? No, it's the second one.
I watched a video. I watch a lot of horror analysis. And I watched a video that showed that, like, even going back to the first one, it was all pretty gay.
It was gay in one, but no, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Look, there's a guy, like, there's like a scene of like this guy wearing tight, short jeans, closing his wardrobe with his butt. It's the gayest thing ever, and I love it. It's legendary. It's the gayest movie ever. Okay, not the gayest movie. I've seen Magic Mike. That movie's pretty gay. Or straight if you're a girl. If you're a guy, it's pretty gay. I watched it with like 30 people in my my film class. Best night of my life. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You haven't lived till you've seen Magic Mike XXL with 30 people.
I see.
That's a fucking masterpiece of experience.
I bet. You'll have to convince me to watch it someday.
Oh, I own it on Blu-ray.
Oh dear.
What do you mean, oh dear? It's a masterpiece. It's a fucking masterpiece. Okay, maybe not a masterpiece, but it's like a 9 out of 10.
Okay. See, like anything above a 9 out of 10, I would say is a masterpiece.
I don't call 9 out of 10s masterpieces.
Okay. Anyway, do we have anything more to say about Steven Universe?
Um, I liked the concept of the watermelon Stevens, and the bonding with his dad through shooting seeds was genuinely good.
Okay.
Like, I actually liked it. It felt very natural, felt very good bonding. Even though I hate Greg, he's a manipulative asshole. So of course they're gonna have a good relationship for a while until Steven realizes that Greg is a toxic bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah. On another thing about like Greg's arc that sort of concludes in that episode, that further episode in Steven Universe Future.
Wait, what is Steven Universe Future? I'm very
St-
confused every time you mention that.
Steven Universe Future is technically a sequel series, but it's really just the last season of the show.
Okay, I was confused when you kept saying that. I was like, is this like a second show? Is this a spin-off? Did I miss this? Is this like the new Ben 10?
Yeah, it's like I would call it like an epilogue season.
Okay, so it's no Ben 10 Alien Force.
No. Like
Shaking my head.
Anyway, like the arc that episode in Future sort of concludes is, I would say, it's of Greg, like, not realizing that he's a toxic person, but realizing that the way he's been parenting Steven hasn't been right for Steven, and that for now he kind of needs to back off.
I see. Well, he's like 17 in the epilogue, right?
He's 16.
Well, that's something at least.
Yeah, he's 14 by the end of the first by the end of the main show.
Do all the gems die?
They all die at least once.
What the fuck does that mean?
The crystal gems never get shattered, but Amethyst gets cracked at one point in this in an episode before where we started. And that's where Steven finds out about his healing powers. And then, but then, like, their physical forms can be destroyed because those are made of hard light that come out, that are projected by their gem. And that can be destroyed, and that's what's considered to be them dying, when they're poofed, as they call it.
Okay, so they never truly die.
Yeah. Like, shattering is what's considered to be true death for gems.
Okay.
Yeah. And, like, one big thing about gems is that they're used to their opponents never dying. It's like when they go and wage war on humans, they don't realize that they're actually killing people.
Oh, so they commit war crimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do they gas people?
No, it's like actual swords and shit killing people.
What a strange alien race that uses swords.
Yeah, well, you've seen, like, Amethyst has a whip, Pearl has her spear thing.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Like,
why don't they use assault rifles? I want to see a gem who uses assault rifles.
Yeah, well, Pearl does own at least one gun.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the sniper rifle sequence.
Actually, no, not that. There's a scene where Steven goes inside of Pearl's Pearl, where she stores things. And, that... and that's... And like, we see that she's organized every single item that she stores inside her Pearl. And, like, in the G's, there's a Glock.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, that's much later. And that's part of a big reveal, actually, because Steven gets to see some of Pearl's memories that she's repressed.
Oh, okay. Did anything else happen in these 6 episodes that I think is worthy of talking about? Oh yeah, we got the backstory on his mom, or not the backstory, but we got some info on his mom.
Yeah, like
we
what she
saw a
was
video.
like, what she was
Yeah.
like as a person.
Which honestly didn't do anything for me because I'm not invested in Steven as a character. What got me was at the end of the episode when the blonde hair chick then called her mom, because they started it with like her saying that she didn't want, her mom to make her sandwiches anymore because it didn't, something that she didn't really care about, and that made her value her mom more. It was predictable that was going to happen, but it made me happy.
Yeah,
that was sweet. That was genuinely sweet. I
yeah,
give him a big thumbs up on that.
yeah, and that's also some of Sadie's arc, like getting her relationship with her mother back together.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, like we get to meet her mom, and her mom is very controlling. Like, eventually Sadie becomes like a rock star, like a legit local celebrity in Beach City.
And good for her.
Yeah, and her mom like gets way into it and is real proud of her, and she does the soccer mom thing. Like she tries to be Sadie's producer or agent, I think, and she like gets real controlling with a lot of that stuff. She tries to turn Sadie into a pop star, and then like Steven gets in on that too, and he's real enthusiastic about that. And then both Steven and Sadie's mom realize that they were just doing what they wanted for themselves, not for Sadie. And then Steven puts on the pop star outfit and sings the pop song that they were going to make Sadie sing.
That sounds about right for a Steven episode.
Yeah. No, it's more of a Sadie episode.
Okay. Well, Land of the Lustrous is the better gem show so far. Yeah!
I am inclined to agree, just on the basis that Land of the Lustrous is anime.
Well, as long as you agree in that sentiment, I accept.
Yeah.
See you guys next. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to see you guys in a few days. Because, we got the Land of the Lustrous video coming out soon. Because that comes after this, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes, it does. Like, we screwed up last time because I didn't realize I was going to swap them out every season, but yeah.
That was because I forgot to like make the loop on time. That was
That's right. Yeah, no, I was gonna swap them every season, and then I forgot, and that's what led to me saying that next time is going to be Steven Universe on the Land of the Lustrous episode, which came after the Steven Universe episode. That's what happened. Yes. What's your least favorite thing about Steven Universe?
No, give him something positive. We've had enough negativity. What's your favorite thing about Steven Universe?
That too. Like the reason I said your least favorite thing is that like we're mostly trying to appeal to fans of the show here. Like this is
I'm not trying to appeal to anyone. I'm saying my hot takes. You're the one trying to appeal to Steven Universe fans because you like this show.
Yeah, but like this show is going to be seen more by fans of Steven Universe.
That's probably true, but I'm not gonna fucking lie to them. Plus, we've been negative this episode. Let's share some positivity. Just because I don't like the show doesn't mean you have to hate the show, audience.
Yes.
Unless you're a Lumia head, and if I have Lumia heads, that'll make me happy.
I mean,
if you are a Lumia head, please hate the show with me.
Yes. Are you a Lumia head? Comment below.
Bye.
Yeah. Share this video with Asterios Kokino so he can be a guest on one of the next episodes. Bye.